Coming, guys. Be right with you. Hello there again, everyone, and thank you very, very much again for joining me this evening on another Spirit Review. It is your whiskey coach back in action here. We've been off for a bit, and I wanted to jump right back into this as soon as I could. Let me start right off with apologizing about my voice. I have a little bit of an upper chest cold going on right now, so I'll battle through that the best I can here throughout this little review. So, here in the upper Midwest in the United States, we are clinging desperately on to the last few days, maybe weeks of warm weather. We're actually experiencing some beautiful, nice late September weather. It is the 24th today. So I'm holding on to rum season with all my might here, and have decided let's just go ahead and keep reviewing rum until the end of September, and then cut it off right there. So we have approximately 1 week to talk about rums. Obviously, these are some of my new additions to the collection. I'm not going to be able to knock all these out, but I did want to briefly introduce you to them, and then knock out a quick review tonight. And there's a reason I wanted to do that. Before we get started, I wanted to let you guys know that I am going to be contributing to a website by the name of Bourbon and Oak. I think it's just going to primarily going to be links to these videos, as well as some general basic information about the spirit I'll be reviewing. But if you do like what you're seeing here on the channel, yeah, take a look. It's a pretty good website. I like what they do with it. Some really, really informative articles and tidbits about releases and just really anything spirit. But yeah, I wanted to kind of just discuss some of these new additions, and the one we're going to be reviewing tonight is actually Dictator Colombian Rum 12-year. Now, why that one? I don't know. I just basically picked that out of this lineup. It is one that I've wanted to try that I haven't tried. That decided we do that tonight. That being said, before I forget, I did want you guys to go ahead and get involved. If you're subscribed, if you're seeing this video, once I introduce these, if there's one of these you want to watch reviewed, go ahead and under the comments type in the name of the spirit, and I'll review that one next. That being said, I'm actually doing a double review tonight. I don't ever do that, but I'm going to review 2 spirits tonight. So shortly after I get done filming this one, I am going to knock another one out. So you might want to wait until the other one's downloaded before you request for one of the spirits, because that may be the one I review next. So let's jump right into some of these. Zaya, 12-year-old. This is a really nice rum from Trinidad. It was, I want to say, in Guyana before this. And some aficionados really claim that this was a little bit better when they moved, or before they had moved distilleries. But nice mid-price rum here in Ohio, at least. Not too rough to get your hands on a bottle. That's always a nice thing. And again, it is affordable. Next rum I wanted to talk about was Star Ultra Superior African Rum. This just caught my interest for 2 reasons. 1, the bottle is extremely unique, and 2, it is African. I decided I had to give that a shot. Also, it was like $30 as well. So, again, I'm much more likely to take a risk when there's something unique and it's very affordable. The next one. This one is very, very famous. You may have seen this one before. It is Pampero Aniversario Venezuelan rum. Another nice, affordable rum. I think, again, in that $30 range most of the time. And, you know what? Forget the bag. I'll do that later. Another one of its Venezuelan brother is Diplomatico Reserva Exclusiva. Very, very beautiful rum in the $45 range. Exquisite rum for the value. Dictator, we'll talk about here shortly. On to the Dominicans, a couple of the new Dominican additions to the family. Kirk and Sweeney 12-year. I will review this with you guys at some point, maybe next summer. I would say the thing that sticks with me on this one, again, it's in the $38, $40 range, and it's banana heavy. If you like the banana, it's something you might want to consider. Another Dominican, Brugal, Inho Superior. This is a dry rum, old dry rum. A Cubano, Havana Club, 7 años. Haven't tried this one. Got this in Canada. And what else we got? Oh, Rum JM. This is a rum from Martinique. Really interested to try this one. Pussers, British Navy rum. This guy is produced in Virgin Islands. Very, very cool story. Look into this one if you're into rum. Ronabuelo, a Panamanian rum. This is their 12-year. Very affordable as well. And then lastly, a domestic rum called from Lost Spirits Distillery out of California. California. This is also a Navy-style rum like Pussers. And this is an overproof. This is 68% alcohol. Or what is that, 136 proof? So this one means business. So most of those, believe it or not, I have yet to try. Some of those I have. But I just kind of want to introduce all those to you since, again, rum season is waning. And if there's one of those you want me to try, comment below and do that. And I will promise I will do a little bit of research and give it a shot. Okay, let's jump right into Dictator 12-year. Love the bottle that Dictator does. They have a 12, they have a 15, they have a 21, they have a 25, and then they have an XO. There's two high-end bottlings. One of those I have that I'm also going to discuss to you guys about some of my new addition in the rum family, some higher-end stuff, cool packaging, nice ages, really, really cool stuff I'm excited about. I'm going to discuss those with you as well at some point. But I love the bottle. It's got that really cool, almost like a matte, almost like a very grippy type of material. Very, very good for not allowing light to invade the spirit and kind of negatively impact the flavor of the rum inside. I really like that. It just kind of stands out there on your liquor shelf. Okay, this one is a Solero system rum. We've talked about that in some other reviews. That's I can't resist sniffing around at the bottle as much as I try. The Solero is just when they do the older rums up top and they kind of waterfall down into the younger rums and they kind of impart spirits of each. And it's a system that's pretty common in some of the Caribbean countries. This is an example of those. 40% Colombian rum. Dictator has been around since 1913. They've been doing things the right way for most of their time. Let's jump right into this. Extremely oily. I am left with, you know what it looks like on my glass is like a ring around a planet. It's that distinct. And it doesn't want to move on you. This stuff in the glass has the thickest eggs I've ever seen. When I move the spirit around, it doesn't look syrupy or thick, but the legs it leaves on the glass is tremendous. We'll see. It is, I would say, a medium color. It almost... I'm getting a little bit of tannicky, maybe a little bit of that oily flavor comes through the nose. A little bit of like lemon, something you'd see in like a whiskey, like an Irish whiskey perhaps. Maybe some dark chocolates. I would say it's a mediocre nose. Not offensive in any way, but it doesn't get me overly excited to taste the spirit, and that's fine. By the way, this bottle is going to run you about $35, depending on where you're at in the country or the world. Okay, without further ado, wow. It's one of the fastest finishes that I can remember, especially in a 12-year rum or up. I mean, absolutely no aftertaste. Extremely clean. It's in your mouth 1 second. You get a tinge of burn. You get a little bit of the syrup and the dark chocolate and the fruits, and then it's gone. Let me try that again. Well, I give it to you straight off the cuff here, and I'm kind of disappointed. It's not offensive, like I said. It's not unpleasant, but it's also in no way memorable to me at this point in time. You're left with nothing. Moments after you swallow, there's nothing memorable or nothing you remember about the spirit. Like I told you, the mouthfeel is okay. It doesn't have any of that oiliness that you see on the rim of the glass. None of that's apparent in the flavor of the mouth feel. It's kind of there and it's gone. And when it's there, it's rum. You know, that gets me a little bit concerned because I did make a kind of a splurge purchase on one of their upper tier bottlings that we will talk about later. But guys, I don't know. I'm going to have to give that a 5.5. It's not, again, not unpleasant, but yeah, there are 12 years. The El Dorado 12 year, I would absolutely refer to you over this 12 year. The Appleton's 12 year, I would refer to you. The Florida Cana, I would refer to you. Yeah, I would pass. That's just my opinion. Thank you all very, very much again for viewing. Sorry about tonight's review is kind of a little bit of a buzzkill, but again, I try to be as honest as I can. I think it's the only way you can establish credibility in this world of whiskey tasting and whiskey liquor reviewing. And hope you continue to enjoy these reviews. And please, like I said, vote for one of these if you want to see one of them reviewed. And I promise before the end of September, I will make sure we do that. As always, again, and until next time. Glasses up. Talk to you soon, guys.